Welcome everyone to the King of the Palace, presented by New Palace Lanes in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, sponsored by North End Mazda Subaru in Lunenburg, Massachusetts. This episode of King of the Palace, we crown a new king. The very first ever King of the Palace scratch match. First up, number 5 seed Jonathan Boudreau faces the number 4 seed in Brandon Marks.
I'm Dennis Mezzo. Welcome to the first ever scratch event. And to my left, with a roll-off score of 393, the number 5 seed Jonathan Boudreau. Welcome back, Jonathan.
Thank you.
And to my right, with a roll-off score of 402, the number 4 seed Brandon Marks. Welcome, Brandon.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts about bowling against John?
It's going to be a tough match. Hopefully I get lucky. I think the scores are going to be high, and it's just whoever's going to get more marks is going to win this one, but it's going to be a battle.
Awesome. And your thoughts?
Brandon's one of the hottest bowlers out there right now, so I know I got my hands full. I mean, this is really a packed ladder, so this is going to be a real tough match. I bowl with him, so I know.
You're both familiar with each other from the Friday Night Pro League.
Yeah, good friends too, and we bowl doubles a lot, and yeah, should be a good match.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing everyone in the 11th box, and I'll see one of you there. See you in the next round.
The first ever King of the Palace scratch match. First up, on alley 3,
Brandon Marks,
the number 4 seed.
Right-handed bowler. Looks like a deliberate approach. 3-step drop. Found the head pin and opens up with a 9-drop.
with a wiggle, strong wiggle.
Okay, plenty of wood there, Dennis. I think he just goes after it. He should carry it.
Let's wait to settle it down, see where I go. Yeah,
I personally play the one-way way.
I try to cap it.
Yeah.
Oh, he stole it. Wow, beautiful shot. Brandon Marks qualified with a 402.
David, first time here on the King of the Palace. I can't remember him both.
No, this is his first appearance on the first ever scratch King of the Palace. We had an excellent turnout.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
31 bowlers, roughly.
31 bowlers.
Yeah.
Well, he threw a weak ball out there, and he's only got 4 in the fill. He's left the head pin up. 3 pieces of wood scattered all over the place. He's got to nail the head pin.
Leaves the 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is going to be interesting.
Oh, it could be.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Wow.
Left the 4-7. No wood.
And again, there is no handicap because this is a scratch tournament. Head-to-head, no handicap.
first time it's
3 seasons people have been asking for it. 3 seasons they wanted.
David, you went
Now
to
we're giving-
David. You brought it on, David. It's all on your shoulders, partner.
And they came home in droves for it.
Yeah, unbelievable turnout. That's all I can say. Dennis,
Great
good
turnout.
second.
Up now on alley 3, Jonathan Boudreau.
Veteran left-handed bowler, little wide left, leaving what? Oh, it fell down.
Jonathan qualified with a 393.
He's left the 1, the 6, the 10. He's got some wood. He's got to nail the head pin. No.
I just blew by it.
Oh, just off.
This is Jonathan's second appearance on the show, I believe.
I think he did win it, didn't he?
No, he was on once before. Because he gets a 10 bucks. A lot of people still sticking around. I'm loving this.
Yeah, Jonathan's highest average is a 128.
Left-handed bowler. Left 2 pin of spare.
He comes out of Lucky Strike Lanes, Central Park Lanes, in East Boston.
That's who we got here, Dennis, the 3 and the 5.
3-5, yep. No wood.
It's a Candlepin bowler shot.
Oh, just made
Beautiful
it.
pickup.
Not as easy as it looks, people out there. I tell you that many, many times.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsor, North End Mazda Subaru. Go up and visit our friends Marty Babineau and his great sales staff. And while you're online, visit bynorthend.com.
Yeah, our good buddy Marty Babineau, the sponsorship. Okay, Brandon.
Great ball.
Nice, beautiful pitch.
He got the hammer.
It looked good all the way down.
Brandon Marks' highest average is a 124. His home alleys are Central Park Lanes. He also bowls out of Academy Lanes. He's been bowling for 10 years. His high single is a 187. His high triple is a 446.
David, for the viewing audience, where are those Academy lanes?
Haverhill.
Haverhill
Thank
and
you,
in
Dennis.
East Boston.
Looking for the double strike.
Just missed the head pin, but he's still
Oh,
getting a
little
great
backdoor
break.
action.
Yes. He's left the 1 and the 10.
1 and the 7.
Excuse me, 1 and the 7.
A lot of junk on the deck.
You're
Piece
going
of
to-
wood hidden right.
You going to the right of it, the left of it, or dead on?
I'm probably going to go just to the right of it.
I'm going to the left. Oh, you called it, David. You called it.
expecting some high scores as this
There's
whole
that
ladder.
strikes. He's
Yeah,
got 3
a lot
out
of great
four
bowling.
boxes.
A lot of high scores in the qualifier, too.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time we had 400s.
Well, it's the
Well,
first scratch event. so
yeah, yeah.
The others have been with handicap.
Working on a mark.
Still working.
Oh, that's still working. Jonathan dropping 8, leaving the 5 and the 9. I don't know about this wood, Dennis. David, I don't know.
Spraying and praying. You want to hit that left piece of wood that's sticking right out in front of it.
I'd probably try to cap that front one.
Yeah, this is a bowling shot, people, for Veland Land Bowling. Oh,
there you go.
he made it. The confidence in the bowler. Throw the ball and put it where you want to put it. He got the mark, and now he's got back-to-back marks.
Jonathan's average is a 128. He bowls out of Lucky Strike and Central Park Lanes in East Boston. So both these guys know each other very well.
Oh, no.
Looks back.
No.
There it is.
How does that happen? Fourth box of the first string.
Madrid Eagle, baby.
Like clockwork.
Oh, look at this. David and Dennis, I got to say, how does it happen?
You know how it happens. Travis put it up there.
I know.
You saw it.
I know. The OEPD. There's only one Travis Flock. He explained it to everybody.
And yet you keep asking the question.
David, it's an injustice to the game. Oh, I'm sorry, Dennis. What's the score?
After 4, Jonathan Boudreau at 49, Brandon Marks at 53 working on the spare.
Back-to-back marks. Throws a beautiful ball for Phil, and what happens? Gets penalized. Okay.
Brendan working on a spare.
Box number 5. Let's see what happens. Lane number 3. Right-handed bowler. Oh, foul.
All over the head pin. Leaves the 7-pin.
Beautiful.
Some
Nice
junk on
draw.
that deck. Shouldn't be an issue. Go right at that 7-pin.
The look. 7-pin by itself in Candlepin bowling, known as the corner of the building shot. He needs it for a spare, 3 in a row, or a trick.
Just
Got
picks it up.
Very, very difficult shot. 3 in a row. He's got a trick.
Brendan's been bowling for 10 years. His high single is 187. His high triple is a 446. He bowls on the Friday Night Pro League. His favorite shot is the 9 drop with a plank. And his least favorite shots are the 5 and 7 or the 7-10.
A plank, people, is a piece of dead wood right in front of the pin. So a wide left on that. Took out 4.
When he's not bowling, he's outside sales for Granite Plus in Chelmsford. And his other hobbies besides bowling, he enjoys baseball.
Well, he's got to pick the spare up, people. We'll have 4 in a row, which would be it. Oh, almost.
5-pin leaves up.
Oh, I thought he had it. The king pin cost him an eagle. Very, very good.
Just kissed it.
Just clipped it.
Well, Dennis did.
Don't hurt it.
Dennis, you've always said you got to hit the pin to make it fall down.
Yeah.
And he doesn't say how hard you have to hit
Not how hard, it's how many.
it. He hit it. He got it.
Alex Reed, Jonathan Boudreau.
To come back here and find that
Great ball.
Look at this.
Could be.
There you go.
He deserved it. The ball
Clean
was
up on
gone.
aisle 3.
Four boxes in a row and threw a beautiful ball. Gets the strike, gets the hammer. Let's see what happens on lane number 4. Box number 6, string number 1. Head pin again.
Double it up.
Leaves the 5, the 6.
And the 10.
I'd go for the 2 pins just for the fill on this one. You know, try to hit the cap of the left cap over
He's
there.
looking at
Yeah,
it.
he's looking. But knowing Jonathan, he may throw the ball at the 2 pieces of dead wood on the left.
He could pick it up.
No, he's going wide.
Yeah, he went for the fill.
He went for the fill, yeah. The safe 9 guy.
Yep.
There was many ways you could have played that. Took the safe 2. Get the count. Got the 10 pin. Excuse me, a 5 pin. Ooh,
Just missed it.
And after 6, Jonathan Boudreau at 77, Brandon Marks at 86.
Well, needless to say, people out there in Veland Land, we got ourselves about good
7 marks out of 8 blocks, 12 blocks. Come on, I can count.
Once again, a shout out to our good buddy Marty Babineau, sponsorship from Master Subaru. Master Subaru, appreciate it. Okay, Brandon, he found it.
Want to take this opportunity also to thank everybody watching on Local Access TV, everybody on YouTube and on Facebook, and all your comments.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your patience while some of the shows haven't been aired as promptly. But you guys all know the reason. The OEPD said so. And he's working hard to get them out when he can. So thank you for your patience.
9 bucks.
Got robbed on that one, Dennis. I thought it had. I thought he had. Of course, it's Candlepin.
Yeah.
Brandon wants to take the opportunity to say thank you for holding the first ever King of the Palace scratch.
You developed it. You thought of it. It never occurred to me. Yours truly.
Well, I didn't really think
Of course
of it.
you did.
I
You
just
mentioned-
listened. I listened to the masses.
Yeah. Well, that's what every good promoter does. Oh, I'd love to miss the ball. He's looking up in the sky.
And they're all doing battle for the vacant
Yep.
King of the Palace World Title belt.
It's going to be the first ever scratch tournament champion.
Yep.
They're still going to call it the King of the Palace.
Yep. The Scratch King will come back during the next Scratch event, and the 80% King will come back during the next 80% event. So it's going to be two separate kings.
It's great.
Ooh, drops him.
Found the
Drops a laser beam.
Boy, he throws that ball at people out there. I wonder if he's a 1 second man. What do you think?
I'm not even
I'm
going.
not-
I'm
that
not
would
even
come
going to
over.
say that he's a one-pump chump.
I don't know if he's a.
No, he doesn't throw it that fast.
I don't think he's a 40 mile. Who's our only one? I think was Big T, Triple A, Triple T. I think was.
I don't know.
One of these days I'll measure the speed.
Nice pickup.
What a
Nice,
shot.
nice.
Yeah, why don't you stop by and ask a police officer if he can borrow his radar gun?
Thank you, Dave. I'm going to personally take care. I'm going to put it. You know, people out there.
Go speeding. Do something
Steve
illegal.
Broderick, your commentator's always focusing, thinking, training.
Look at this.
Well,
8-pin drop.
instead of leaving him one of the
Leaves the 6-10.
bongos with some wood. Oh, go right
Coming
at
up.
it, John.
Oh, it's a guided in.
Nice.
It's got to go right at it.
And he's a lefty, too, so it'll glide in easy.
He bowls on Tuesday night men's league at Central Park. Wednesday
There you go.
Nice shot. Nice spear.
in the
Nice
Friday Night Pro League, a lucky strike.
After 8, Jonathan Boudreau at 97 working on a spear. Brandon Marks at 105.
Getting back to what you said, David, thank you. I'm going to do that. I will get a hold, I promise you, people out there, I will get a hold of the speed gun so we can check it. The ball must go 41 miles an hour to make contact after
When
it's
you try to grab it from the cop, make sure he tases you and somebody gets it on video.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
No,
cool.
I'm going to ask him. What grade of sport is there, Dennis? Candlepin bowling, right?
Make sure you have your flag shorts on. I want to see those little
Okay.
chicken legs flopping around.
It's a thought. I'll put that down on my note sheet. Something to think about.
Working on the 4 horsemen left. Oh, beautiful pickup.
Nice shot.
Picked up the 1, 2, 4, 7. Hit the 1,
Right
2
into
pocket.
What a beautiful spear shot. In the ninth box in Candlepin bowling, the foundation box, nothing better than to get a spear from momentum into the 10th box.
Brandon has 5 marks out of 9 boxes. Hold on.
Oh, does he want the spear? Found the head pin. Oh,
Does it with a strike.
no better way than to fill. What a way to end it, guys, huh? Spear shot. Little excited. That
Brandon's
happens.
135 working on a strike.
Oh, he double.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Wow, leaves the picket fence
Dennis.
back.
No, it's not. It's the 5, 6.
It's 5, 8.
No, the 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Right?
It's garbage is what I call it.
Yeah.
Especially for that ball. Nice 7 fill.
How did that happen? How could he take
saw it.
I saw no one.
142 for a finisher. Brandon Marks with a great opening string.
Dennis, 6.
6 marks out of 10 boxes.
Unbelievable. Candlepin.
Now Jonathan Boudreau's up, 97, working on a spear.
Yeah, he's going to need to do some work right now.
Yeah.
He's in his ninth box.
Brandon Marks buried him.
Box to box, he's down 8 pins. But he's a fill right here.
He
Little thin on that.
6 blocks. 3, 6, 9, and 10. No wood to help him out.
It's the spear.
Oh, there you go.
I think
There
the
you
16
go.
came off the sidewall and just glanced
I
by
think it
the
just
head.
fainted.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I think the shockwaves took it over.
It went down. That's all that counts. He gets the mark in the ninth box. In the ninth box.
Oh,
Still working.
Come on.
leaves the 3, 6.
But he's a lefty. He could probably.
Yeah, he's
I
got
don't know.
Further
No,
down
maybe
the
not.
wood, the better, I think.
Beautiful pickup.
Nice shot. And he's got the turd.
Gojo's getting some high scoring. Yeah, he's got 6 marks out of 10 boxes now. He throws a strike right here. He's still down a pin.
Jonathan Boudreau is one of the toughest bowlers I've ever faced.
And you'll also get
Oh,
an eagle. Nope. The eagle fall. They're not a pair, but he opened up with a 137, Dennis.
Yeah, after the first string, Jonathan Woodrow at 137, Brandon Marks at 142. 5-pin lead for Brandon.
Talk about Candlepin bowling at its best.
Question of the week. This is, I'm going to ask a dumb question.
No, there's no dumb questions.
When did the triangle become the Mongo?
When Steve said it on television that he didn't know.
Became the Mongo. It was named the Mongo after a bowler in Metro Bowl in Peabody who absolutely despises that shot. So everyone just started calling it the Mongo after him.
Up now, Jonathan
what's his
Boudreau
name?
starting
Mongo?
the second match.
No, it's not. I can't remember his. I'll get it to you before the end of the broadcast.
Leaves the 1, 2, and the 4 with some whole bunch of wood on the behind the 2 and the 7.
3
2 and the 4, I mean.
3 pins in Candlepin bowling like this called the Queen's League.
A
Oh!
little thin.
Generally, when you make contact with that head pin, it carries the spare, but not that time.
His favorite shot is a 5-pin with a plank. And when he's not bowling, he's actually a full-time student. Nice 10 box.
Nothing wrong with a 10 box, David. You've always said it. You've played the deck. The object of the game.
He wants to give a shout out to Jim Barber, the owner of Lucky Strike Lanes, and Chuck
Vozella.
Mazzella out of Central, the owner of the Central Park Lanes, and says you guys are great owners.
Well, there it is. Oh, he got kicked back on some dead wood, took out the head pin, leaving the 8 pin.
Want to give an opportunity to say thank you for North End Mazda Subaru, friends Marty Babineau and all his great sales staff for an excellent sponsorship for season 3.
Okay. Brandon Marks up on lane number 3, string number 2, box number 1.
It's going to be a tight match going now.
Deliberate right-handed Candlepin bowler, 3-step approach, moderate speed, drops the shoulder. On the head pin. Oh, got it.
Oh, that head stick.
Yeah. 10 pin went down. He's got a 2-pinner for a spare shot. Once again, I've said it numerous times, people out there in bowling land, this isn't as easy as it looks. But he made it.
Made it look easy.
Yeah. Dennis, you've always said your preference is to split it.
Always.
And he did. Well, that way you know the ball's going to get in contact with both pins.
Correct.
He wants to fill this. He's opposite a spare from Jonathan Boudreau. Box number 2, string number 2, lane number 4. Wants the 8.
Right down the middle of the plate.
Better than it could have been. 6 bill.
He's left the 2, the 6, the 7, the 10. He's got some wood. I don't know, Dennis, you going to the right of the 2-pin or the left?
I'm going to go to the right of it. He was trying to split him.
Yeah, he was trying to split it. He's shooting now the 2 and the 10 for a 10 bucks. And he made a nice shot.
So after 2, Jonathan Boudreau at 20 working on a spare. Brandon Marks at 26. Box to box, Brandon Marks is up 11 pins.
Jonathan Boudreau is a clutch bowler.
Oh, yeah. That's a given.
A little extra time to get here, people, but there's no room Candlepin bowling. How long do we have to throw the
No,
ball?
but there is a 10 pin. Did you know that?
Yes, I think it's
10 pin, there is a time limit.
Yeah, 10. But how do they keep it?
That I don't know.
Yeah,
Egg timer.
Wait a minute. People out there in bowling land.
They'll research it.
I'm Steve Brown. I'll research it.
And Mongo, I found out his real name is Mike Thoreau.
Jonathan just got the spare.
Thank you, Abraham Lincoln, for the information.
There's plenty of people here at Bowhart Metro. I knew one of them would know it. I knew his first name was Mike. I just didn't know his last name.
Dennis, I'm always thankful for anyone who helps me. I appeal to you.
Jonathan working on a
Come up
spare.
with that name, and you did. Thank you.
Oh, what is that?
What did he take out? Look at this mess.
He took
3-5.
The 3, the 5.
I guess you can't say these alleys are juiced anymore after something like that.
But can I say it, people? Can I say it, David?
I'm gonna ask how
does
that-
that happen?
I don't know.
You saw it. I saw it, and
That
he
was
almost picked
unbelievable.
up the spin. He took out the 3 and the 5.
I think
He's a
if he-
left-handed bowler.
I think if he would have hit the head stick to the little bit to the right, it probably would have gone.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, people out there bowling.
Smashed it in the face.
Takes the 3-5 out on a spare. It's Candlepin bowling. I have no other explanation. Okay, after Dennis, he's at 50.
He's at 50. Box to box, Brandon stuff 9
He
pins up.
certainly felt he was going to get a better fill than that.
Yeah, I think we all did.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I'm even seeing
3 pins.
I'm even seeing professional scorekeeper Stan over there shaking his head on that one too.
It's Sean.
I mean, Sean, excuse me. I get the brothers mixed up. I missed out. Thank you for correcting me.
Ooh,
And he's left one of the versions of the Mongo.
The Mongo. See, there it is, the Mongo.
That's right.
589.
We were just talking about it. The Mongo or the triangle, either one.
I never said his name.
Christus Vincent from Rhode Island.
Yep.
Nice
Who
shot.
that is.
That's it.
So, thank you.
Thank you for submitting it. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your comments on YouTube.
Very, very difficult spare shot. I've always said it, maybe made 4 out of 10 times.
And thank everyone on YouTube for their kind words and understanding.
Absolutely,
We all appreciate
it so
that.
much.
Yes.
It's Candlepin. Nice ball. Fills it with an 8.
Leaves the 610.
A tough 2-pinner. Got to split him, Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. That way the ball takes out both pins.
I mean, if you go to the left on the outside, you'd probably go too, but I'm a big
Yeah, well,
fan
you're
of
right. It
splitting
makes
them.
more sense. Never
Oh, yeah.
thought of it that way. You're absolutely correct.
He was going outside.
Just missed.
Some people have a preference. They like to
Yeah,
go on the
yeah.
outside. I mean, Bowling in East Boston, which he does, you make more shots going on the outside.
Oh, really?
That's why they call it outside at Central Park.
Ooh.
That's the only way the Four Horsemen goes over there is on the outside.
The domino
Yes.
instead of split.
Yep. After 4, Jonathan Boudreau at 50, Brandon Marks at 52.
And overall,
Brandon has a 7-pin lead over Jonathan.
the whole match so far.
Yes.
All 16 balls.
Yes.
Excuse me, 14. Okay. Cranks it up.
Right down the middle of the plate.
And he's left enough.
Leaves the 4-7, but he's got some wood.
Oh, you're going to have to go away to the left of the red line, I think.
I think.
I think Redline will take it.
Yep.
Red line will take it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens?
Red lined it.
Red lined it. 3 out of 4 boxes for John.
Jonathan's one of those bowlers that doesn't like to hang out and analyze the shots. He takes a quick look at it and he's gone.
It's gone.
He's a running gunner.
But he's a very good runner.
Yeah. Not this past year in the Pro League. The year before that, he hit, 21 400 games out of 39 weeks. It's obscene.
Oh, look at this.
Head pin and another 2-pinner.
It's all right. 5 and 8.
Looks like the 2-pinners are very common.
A lot of junk on this deck. This is going to be kind of a tough shot.
Yeah, this, I don't
He's
like
going to have
this.
to red line this one too,
Yeah.
if he can get his eyes on it.
People, look at this very closely where this wood is. It's not as easy as it appears to be made.
I'd probably go a little to the right of the red line.
There you go.
He
Pick
drilled
up.
it. He drilled it. 4 out of 5 boxes for Jonathan. Who drove the max?
4 out of 6.
Well, 4 out of the last 5.
Yes.
And 3 of them were 2-pins, right? Or all 4. All 4 were 2-pin spares, man. Right?
I'll take your word for it.
I think it was. I know 3. I could, I'm getting a little bit old, Dennis. I need some more.
You're not the only one, brother.
Brandon up on LA3.
He's got to find it. Oh,
He's
and he's left the 2.
Hold on, it's still working.
Oh, there's a backdoor.
It's a hammer. That's all it matters.
It all looks the same on paper. It may not have been the most conventional way, but
I thought for sure it was just going to be a 2-pin spare lead, man.
It was looking nasty, but I saw the wood coming and had some force on it, so I knew something was going to happen.
we had a little
Once
English
again,
on the
Dennis,
ball.
I got to find out. I'll research. How fast does the wood have to roll to knock down the pin?
It's not just speed, it's angle.
And how much
how
dead
it
wood
hits
hits
it.
it, right? Oh, nice smooth ball. And he's left one of the 7. Excuse me,
4,
one of the
7,
6.
8 with a whole bunch of junk on the
He's
deck.
left a Mongo.
You want that wood up front. Well, you might be able to get by it.
It's going to be kind
this
of
is
a tough
gonna be
shot. Well, yeah, I think so.
Hit it like it's not even there.
Yeah. Just as long as he doesn't try to cap it.
Right.
Come on, Brandon.
Oh,
He's
pick
in.
up.
He's got
Get a match in our
spare on
hands
it.
now.
Boy, Dennis, you called it. You said it from the start. This was going to be
Yeah, after 6, Jonathan Boudreau at 78 working on a spear. Brandon Marks at 82 working on a spear.
Doesn't look like the pressure is bothering either bowler.
9-pin lead for Brandon, box to box.
That's why they both carry 124 and 128 average respectively.
I think they've hit the head pin, 90% of the time?
At least. Yeah.
He's gonna drop 5 on the spear.
Ooh,
Boy.
chopping.
Now that's twice he's thrown twice on spears for a good fill. He's gotten a 2 and a 5.
He's lumberjacking it.
Where's he going, Dennis? Right side or left side?
That's preference.
I go to the left.
Well, it could be.
Come on the other way. Oh!
think the
Beautiful bid.
You think the pin would have rocked and fell into the other?
It didn't even come.
It did come close.
That was called a precision drop right there.
What was that again, please?
That was a precision drop.
A precision. That, in your opinion, is called a precision drop.
Oh yeah.
All right. I never notate that. May
Did
30th.
you ever see a tree fall and not hit a building? It's a precision drop.
I'd never heard of it. Thank you.
Oh, on the head pin again, and he got another split.
What is going on here?
He's going a little too full on the head pin.
2, 4, 6, 9, and 10 with some wood in front of
Is this a version? No,
the
it's not a
6 and
good actually because there's one extra.
It's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh! Nice bid on that one. Leaves the 610.
Okay, I got to write this down. 7:11 p.m. on May 30th. David told me what precision.
Okay, nobody needs to hear anything. Nice 10.
Playing like a champ up there.
Well, David's always said pinning is important. I agree.
Jonathan's only left 4 pins standing the whole match.
In 18 boxes, right?
Brandon to 4. Yeah, 4.
Well, he's taking a little extra time here, people in Bowling Land.
No, there's a
the
lot
big
on the line.
Oh, it's the first step for the King of the Palace. Scratch. Red pin, and he's left the 2-pinner again.
610, piece of wood rolling up in
Get out
between
of
the
there.
6
Get
and the
out of
10.
there.
No, that's... No, yeah, the other wood, yeah.
Get it out of there. I don't want it there.
Box to box, Brandon's up 12 pins.
Big spare leave here.
Jonathan's going to have to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
He's got to just make contact with the 6.
Up.
Cochran's golden. Knew it as soon as he left his hand, it was there. Nice approach, nice form, nice delivery, nice follow. Okay, going into the 8th box on the mark. 3 in a row. He's got a turkey. He's going after what, Dennis? What's 4 in a row?
Eagle.
The eagle. Let's see what happens.
Wow, he actually missed a head pin on that one.
Well, he's got the
6
1
pin
3.
drop.
He's got the 1 3 7 8. He needs this for the eagle. 4 marks in a row.
Box to box with that Phillies up 18 over Jonathan.
If he gets this, really gets the pressure on.
Looks good.
Oh, 7 pin is just going to stay up.
Now, was that a precision?
What?
Was that a precision
No.
pinfall? No. Why? It fell down next to it.
No, it didn't even come close to it.
Oh, it has to come close. Okay.
You want to hit the cap on this because it's roll blocking. After 8, Jonathan Boudreau at 103, Brandon Marks at 115. 17-pin lead for where Brandon Marks going into the last 2 boxes.
So Jonathan's going to have to actually put some huge scores up right here.
If anybody can, it's him.
He needs at least 2 marks with 2 good fills. Let's see what happens. The pressure's there. Found the head pin.
Wow.
Oh, it's still working. Hold on.
Still
working. Still working.
Oh, 8 pin drop. Wow.
He's left the 5 and the 9. He's got to drill the 5.
Oh, this wood is starting to look ugly real quick.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Jonathan. Stop it.
Wow.
David, can I get down there and stop it? No.
They'll probably throw a ball at you.
Not part of the rules.
That's actually not bad. No.
Yeah, nice pickup.
You called it, Dennis.
Yeah.
You called it.
That's why you want to wait for the wood to stop because it could better your shot. Or in other cases, worse.
Those are the rules of the game. What if you could throw the ball in the woods? Would it help you or hinder
It
you?
would hinder you because the wood is still rolling and you throw a ball. By the time your ball gets there, the wood's moved.
Yeah.
So you can't play the shot correctly.
That's why you got Dennis laws. You get explanations.
Could be a shot.
Oh, come on, hit that.
Nice 9 drop.
Well,
He needs this.
He needs this. No doubt about it.
Waiting for all the wood to settle down.
Get out of there, Wood. Get out.
Drop it in.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is going to be a big shot.
Nice.
Shot. He needed 2 marks. He's got 2 marks. He needs 2 big fills.
He needs a big fill right now.
Yeah, you want to throw a hammer right now.
That would put him up 39.
That would put
22.
a little pressure on Brandon.
It would force him to get a mark, right? He needs 9 to force Brandon to get a mark. Yeah, that's good. And he did.
Wow. 9 pin drop. Nice bowling by Jonathan Boudreau.
141. 2-string total of 278.
Yep, he needs 19 to tie, 20 to win, right? Mike
He's at
had
57 right now, so 22. He needs 22 pins. He needs a mark. Brandon needs a mark.
All the pressure's on Brandon right now.
needs 22 to win. That's
22 to win.
Yeah, he needs a mark. He needs a mark. That forced him to get a mark. And there's
there's the mark.
You talk about pressure. People out there in bowling land.
Beautiful pitch.
The ninth box, the foundation box, needing a mark, and he gets a strike.
That's clutch bowling right there. Now he just needs to fill it.
It's still a big ball. It still has to go with a big ball.
Yep.
Can't punch it. Seven.
Wow.
That did it right there.
That did it.
Brandon Marks is moving on.
These are 7, 9, and 10 with a piece of wood way up front at the lines.
You talk about pressure, Candlepin bowling. He did it. He won. It doesn't matter. It's all over.
Great bowling by two professionals.
Finishes
With a 140 for a two-string total of 282. 4-pin lead.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Candlepin. What are the totals?
Jonathan Boudreau, 278. Brandon Marks, 282.
Spears.
Boudreau had 11 spares and 1 strike. Brandon Marks had 8 spares and 4 strikes.
So Marks told the difference and the Phils told.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to Brandon Marks, moving on next week to face the number 3 seed.
Brian Fuller Jr.
Now, let's get to the 11th box with Dennis Nuzzo.
Welcome to the 11th box. I'm Dennis Nuzzo, standing here with this week's winner, Brandon Marks. Brandon, that was a phenomenal match. What were your thoughts about the match going through it?
It's outstanding, just doing everything I could to keep with him. He was probably the best bowler in the ladder, even me included too. So to get him first, that was a tough match, but definitely feels good to get that out of the way.
Yeah, you had 12 marks out of 20 boxes. I think you're on the head pin like 95% of the time. That was just phenomenal bowling.
Yeah, sometimes you can get zoned in, and luckily when you get the pace is pretty good, you can keep on a roll, and hopefully we can do it in the next match.
Awesome. Well, next week you'll be facing a number 3 seed with a roll-off score of 403, Brian Fuller Jr. I'll see everyone then.